Hey guys, it's Albert in Muffin Group. In this tutorial, I would like to show you how to create fancy hotspot slider within the BeBuilder. Additionally, the hotspots will be slightly rotated and the slider will extend beyond the screen to achieve a uniquely interesting visual effect and grab attention of potential customers. Let's not waste the time then on this introduction and let's jump to my screen. Let's duplicate the slider underneath so you can see live how easy and fast it can be done. First of all, I would like to mention that this slider was built using the loop builder aka query loops. If you didn't have a chance to meet the loop builder yet, I will leave you the link to the tutorial in the left corner so you can watch it later and meet the basics of that phenomenal and full of advantages tool. Okay. Let's add the section first, and now let's also full width wrap, without which adding elements wouldn't be possible. Now let's go to the section settings and let's switch type to query loop. Query type is post, so I will leave it by default, but post type I have to switch to slides. It means nothing, but this slider will be populated with data from slides, which is custom post type, and you can find it in the left bar of WordPress dashboard between contact and testimonials. Of course, we need to add the slides first, but that's not what this video is about, so I will skip this step. Now, let's switch to Style tab of newly added section and set display to slider. As like set, I want this loop to be slider. Let's also change number of columns to 3, as this is the number of the columns I would like to be visible within my grid size independently of the fact that the section is full width. As the section is query loop now, I can add hotspot element inside. For that, let's click plus icon, find hotspot element on the list and drag and drop into the wrap we just added. As I want hotspot to be populated with data from slides, let's click dynamic data button located next to the image field and select slide image from the list. Great! We have our slider now populated with featured images of slides. As you probably noticed, slider we are creating now looks still a bit different from the slider above. First thing you probably noticed is that my slider have only 3 slides inside the grid, but the slider above have more of them as this extra slide is out of the grid. To achieve same effect, we have to go back to section settings and under Style Container, you will find option named Center Mode. By default, is disabled. But to achieve same effect as on the original slider we are copying right now, we have to switch this option to Wrapper Offset. As you see, that extra slide just appeared out of the grid. We can focus now on hotspot element itself. As you noticed, the slider I am creating right now is lack of the flashing marker inside. Let's add this point then. For this purpose, I have to edit hotspot element and add new hotspot. Let's set it to icon type. As I want point to be in the middle, for top, I have to set 50 and same value for left. Let's click scroll to the content and click dynamic data icon. Here I want to display slide meta description. One thing is missing as I want points to pulsate, so let's scroll setting to top and switch marker animation from default to pulse. Great, we're now very close to the slider above. The other thing that is still missing is border radius and box shadow for hotspot image. Let's edit hotspot then and set 16 pixels for border radius and few other settings for box shadow, including color. That's awesome. The last thing that is missing is transform. Hotspot and slider above are slightly tilted. To do so, we have to go to advanced transform of the hotspot, and for rotate option I have to set -2, for scale X 1 and for scale Y 1 as well. Great, our slider looks exactly the same as original one, maybe except the spacing, so let's edit the whole section and add some spacing for the section to make more space above and under the slider. Let's now hide the section with original slider, update the page, and let's see how it looks like in front end now. That's awesome! In a couple of minutes, we just created amazingly looking hotspot slider with the help of the loop builder. We can move the slider by dragging and moving it, but also if we hover over the hotspot point, box with extra information will appear. Of course, you can adjust whole slider and hotspot inside as you like, thanks to plenty of options included, including adding extra points onto the hotspot of course. But it's basically up to you and your needs for a given project. That's it for this tutorial. Hope you like this video, and from now on, you would be using this feature in your projects more often. If you like this video, I encourage you to watch another video where I explained card animation for loop slider. And as always, thanks for watching, and remember to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notified every time we release a new video. And if you have more questions, please visit our support center at support.muffingroup.com.